are udar. From udar comes audarya. And Mayapur Dham is called Audarya Dham because of udar, magnanimous, Vadanya, Mahavadanya, Gauranga Mahaprabhu Ke. So those who are like Gauranga, they consider that everybody on this planet is part of my family, or there is but one family. This is a fact. So anyway, we always get to see this one, the common brotherhood. So this is not something imaginary, or this is a fact, in fact. The common brotherhood is a fact. But there's lots of ignorance in the world. Here you go. So this is, it has different points to make. One thing is, oh, these are not our people. Kill them. They are not ours. Kill them. There's so much hatred in this world. They don't even like to see the face of other people, or they would see them rather killed. So, so this I am Nijaha Paro Veti, that is also being depicted here. However, I'm making another point. The World War took place, First World War, you could read 1914 through 18th, and the Second World War, 1939 through 45th. And Mahabharat, and that took place when? 5,000, more than 5,000 years ago. So isn't this the First World War? Yes, no? Yes. So that's the trouble. People are ignorant. Or they want to think this is just a mythology, what you find in Puranas or Bhagavad Puran, and anyway, a lot of things could be said. So lots of people on this planet, they think this, the present version of humans came into being some maybe 10,000 years ago. And prior to that, so there's Darwin's theory of what? Darwin's theory of evolution, which is just a nonsense. That in the beginning there was amoeba. Amoeba, ba means bop. They don't know, in the beginning there was Vitoba. Or Govinda. Okay, and then he gave birth to the first living entity, and he was Brahma. Fully evolved personality. He even had 4 heads, not just one, 4 heads. So people of this world have no clue because source of their knowledge is something else. Either they're speculating or the Christianity, well, or the scientists say how the world was created. There's a Big Bang theory. And now they say intelligent design. Something is changing. And the Christians say God created the world in 6 days, and the 7th day he took rest, and that was Sunday. The whole world is taking rest on Sundays because God took. So such a simplistic explanation how the world was created or when it was created and etc. But the Vedic version and vision and understanding is entirely different, which is also very much correct understanding. And we talk in terms of yugas. Which yuga is this? Kali Yuga. And there's another. The Kali Yuga lasts for 4 lakh 32,000. 4,32,000 years. And prior to that was Dwapar, which is twice as long, for your information. And Treta Yuga and Satya Yuga. 4 of these put together becomes Mahayuga. And one such 1,000 yugas makes 12 hours of Brahma, another 1,000 Mahayugas, that makes the night, and that's the day and night. And then 7 such days makes 1 week, and 4 such weeks makes 1 month, and 12 such months makes 1 year, and Brahma lives for how many years? 100 years. And 100 years of Brahma is equal to just 1 breath of Mahavishnu. And how many times Mahavishnu takes his breath? Just once? All the time. All the time. So our understanding is time is, first of all, time is Krishna and time is eternal. So we have historical accounts which you could find in Puranas. That's a history. What do you find in Puranas? History of not just this planet, but other planets, even other universes, other Brahmandas. Hari Hari. Take darshan of Mahavishnu ke. So, Vedic culture is God-given culture, and it is meant for entire humanity. God did not give culture just for Indians or Hindus only. In fact, in previous ages, Dwapar and Treta, and this culture was practiced globally, and this country was known as Bharat. And Prabhupada says Mahabharata is the history of greater India. So Vedic culture existed and was practiced globally, and there are so many evidences to prove this fact. So there are so many books have been written, research conducted, books have been written, and one of Srila Prabhupada's disciples, Sri Nandan, you could read his name there, he has written a book. In fact, he has written many books. And one of those books is The proof of Vedic culture's global existence. And this is just little paragraph, one little paragraph we are sharing with you. No matter what we may be in regard to our present religion, society, or country, we are all descendants of that ancient global civilization. The Vedic tradition of India is the parent of humanity and original ancestor of all religions. Haribo. I hope you got that one. So, there are several religions have cropped up. There was no need, in fact. There is one religion for entire humanity, and that religion, and even religion is not the exact translation. The dharma is not religion, dharma is something else. Religion could change, but dharma never changes. So some religions, I wouldn't call some dharmas, some religions, they have their books and they proudly say, the book of religion. What do they say? The book of religion. So Bible is there, the book, and Quran, the book. But we say we have library of religion. But unfortunately, this fellow, you should not be on looking at his face. He destroyed Nalanda University. In fact, he burned it to ashes. He was thinking, oh, when there is a book of religion, the Quran, what need is there for any other scripture? This was his big misunderstanding, and he burnt, and the burning went on for over 4 months. That's good? Well, the good part is, so many scriptures, Haribol, so many scriptures. So we cannot even, so this is Vedic knowledge, Shruti and Smriti and Vedas and Upaveda and Upanishads and Vedanta Sutra and Mahabharata and Puranas and Srimad Bhagavatam and Shada Vedangas also, Shada Darshanas also, like that. There's a vast, deep, like an ocean of knowledge, all made available, and it's called Paurusheya, coming from not some Purush of this world, but a Paurusheya, that is the Lord. So Lord has given all this knowledge. Sometimes some devotees say that God gave a manual. All the scriptures are like a manual, so that you could function in this world or deal with this world as per guidelines, instructions in these scriptures. The world's first, The universities in India in ancient days were world famous and for higher education, and literally that was a higher education. Students came in thousands from all over the planet for the higher studies. In Nalanda University or this university, that university, 60 subjects, various subjects were taught. Krishna also went to one such Gurukul, and how many subjects did he learn? 64, arts and sciences. You know, the Vedic texts and literature and the body of knowledge is practical also, or Hare Krishna. In fact, the only small part of this knowledge is for puja and worship and yagyas and those kind of mantras and stuti and but the vast or the major part of this, the body of knowledge, is you could read the space science, space research, astronomy, commerce, agriculture, textiles, metallurgy. You find all this in the scriptures. Arithmetic, algebra, battling, the health. One of the Upavedas called Ayurveda. Geography, Bhugol, knowledge of Bhugol. Only a few hundred years ago, some of these Westerners or even scientists were thinking that earthly planet is possibly flat. Just see the ignorance. But this world Bhugol has existed since the creation of Prithvi, or earthly planet. The day earthly planet was created, immediately it was called, this is a Prithvi or this is a Bhugol. And what is the look of this? What is the shape of this? Goal. It was goal. It was round in shape. This was knowledge the day the earth was created. And the scientists, they want to speculate and do research and waste their lifetimes. Viman Vidya, the plane, Agneya Shastra, you name it, and it was all there. I have listed just some of those subjects dealt in the Vedic texts. More universities here, okay, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. In early 60s, that means 1960s, there was a battle between China and India, and India being a kind of, sure, also kind of friendly country. They were getting children all over India to chant this slogan. You are not very confident, or you seem to be reluctant to say this. So So I was also amongst those children to shout this slogan, Hindi Chini Bhai Bhai. But I was so small, and again I went to school in a village, so I did not understand what was going on. Because Hindi is a language, and Chini is something that you eat. And they are supposed to be bhai bhai. How could language and the sugar be bhai bhai? So I was not able to figure it out. But as I grew in size and age, I understood, Hindi refers to people of Hindustan and Chini refers to people of China. But still it was not very clear for two persons to be brothers. What has to be there? Something in common. Then these two persons are brothers, they are children of. So then I was thinking, who is that common? So then as finally I came to Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet, and he was teaching Bhagavad Gita, and then he explained, Aham bijaha pradaha pita. I am the seed-giving father of all living entities. Krishna Kanaya Lal Ki. Then it was all clear. Hindi Chini, also Hindi Pakistani, Ukrainian Russian, American Russian, and the whole world, we're all bhai bhais or bhai behan. And this is a fact. This is the truth, especially in this age of Kali. There was a saint in 13th century, not from Sicily, but Assisi. What did you say? Assisi. Assisi. That is not correct, Sicily. So he had this understanding, realization. He used to address, sister water, you would say, brother fire, sister moon, brothers, parties and personalities and different aspects of creation like that. Panditaha samadarshinaha. Oops, okay, sorry. Oh, let's see. Okay, so we'll move forward. We have to. So those were some of the visionary statements. But things have changed, and there's lots. Anyway, this is not a very thorough study, but we are just making observations and giving you some food for thought. God made the country, right? Yes or no? Yes. Or did any one of you create it? No way. Forget it, as they say. Forget it. So it's nice countryside, yes? You liked it? No? Why didn't you say if you liked it? Good. So God made the country, and what did man do? In this age of Kali, what has man exploited? Or we also say man has made mess. God made the country, man made big mess around. They always mess around and meddling. Okay, so when Srila Prabhupada gave his last lecture series and then no more, that was the last one, 77. In Bombay, I was also attending that Prabhupada's. The Chief Minister, Chavan, he also spoke. He inaugurated the lecture series. Prabhupada spoke very boldly, scaring people. Was roaring like a lion. Agrarian economy versus industrial economy. These are the two economies, for your information, that are practiced. So we have to see which one do you think is a better option? Even looking at this, you could see the clean and green, the top. God made the country and God gave us land and the cow and bulls. Farmers even singing songs. I think it's coming up, we'll show you. And the bottom part, what did you say? Boo? What did they say? Booth. Of the footage from one documentary called Lost Village. You could watch it. Not now, but later on, whenever you could. This is my brother, in fact, with a hat.
There's a mutual reciprocation between the farmer and his bulls that are peaceful by nature, obedient and friendly. The bull is gradually being replaced.
And here comes the industrial economy.
Farmers nowadays play passionate cymbal music to overpower the noise of the tractor. There is no more peace. One may argue that by using the tractor, the agricultural products increase in quantity. But at what cost?
Question is, at what cost? They are trying to increase the agricultural produce, but at what cost? And this agricultural produce, as they feed the chemical fertilizers, and when you eat this food or fruits, you also end up eating what? Chemicals. And then you end up in the ICU. ICU, see you later. ICU. How are you, sir? You know, people say, I'm fine. Then ICU, how are you? I'm fine. Okay, the boomeranging effect of the industrial ups. He's trying to fix it, something hits back. Radhesham, you could take note, I'm sure you have. You're expert. So you should all be aware, we are trying to make you aware of the ill effects of industrial economy, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution, light pollution, noise pollution, including or ending in mind pollution. And for mind pollution, your social media and all the gadgets You may not be smart, but you have a smartphone. You may not be smart. A smartphone, and people are absorbed. They are meditative when they watch. And this watching or meditation is, Krishna has talked about, dhyayato vishayan, what? Pumsam, sangasteshu pajayate, like that. On and on and on and on. And what happens? Buddhi nashat pranashyati. This is second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, those couplet, 2 verses together. The objects of senses, and you are prepared to go to where? Go to where? Go where? Go to hell. Oh. So this is where industrial economic civilization is dispatching us, sending us. Goal is to go where? Go to Golok. Go for? Golok. Go for. But this world is sending you to hell. Be aware. Wake up. Soil infertility is common experience. Global warming, you heard of this? Global warming? The temperature of Mother Earth is on rise. She is our mother. We survive or reside in her lap. And see what we have done. We have made our mother sick. She's on fire. Temperature is increasing. As a result, the glaciers at North Pole, you understand glacier? Big blocks, not just tons of the mountain, like the snow, you call it snow? Ice. Thank you. The difference between ice and snow. So ice is melting and is flowing down the rivers, ending up in the oceans, and the levels of ocean is rising, and with that there's going to be Jal Samadhi for a lot of islands, or even cities like Mumbai partially is going to be in the water, submerged in water. Like when pralaya, devastation takes place, everything is submerged. But there's going to be some partial devastation is going to be caused because of this global warming. As a result, there are climatic changes. You heard of climatic change? Climatic change. Everything is topsy-turvy. Humans are... Deforestation is a very common business. Even Amazon forest is being cut day and night. They say 20% of oxygen consumed or used by human beings, source of that is Amazon forest. As this forest is cut, and we are going to be choked up. animal slaughter, मैं जीव हूँ. I'm not a flesh. That is what a lot of people think. That animals have, they don't have what? They don't have soul. Okay, good. They don't have soul. They're just piece of meat meant for us, the human beings. So they have right to kill, exploitation of natural resources, coronavirus. As I was saying, I think yesterday, from bhoga comes what? From bhoga comes. Remember this mantra. And then from enjoyment comes suffering, sickness also, suffering. So the world has just now gone through this global pandemic. So much suffering. Okay, just for... So during coronavirus, no, before coronavirus, animals, they are kept in different zoo, and humans go, they purchase ticket and go to look at animals or the birds in the cage. But then afterwards, when everyone was behind the bar, it was a ban, everything, no one could come out on the streets. And then the animals and the birds had good time. They were free to fly or wander, and they were even taking a look at human beings behind the bars, or behind the doors or windows. Bye. Hello. The human greed for so many things. Bhoga. From bhoga comes roga. I will just skip some things. The survey was conducted, which nation is most sick? They wanted to find out. They did research and they declared America was #1 sick nation in the world. Haribol. They like to be #1 all the time. So here you go. When it comes to sickness, they're also leading nation, leading the world. And why? I was not surprised when I had read that result. Because America, they say, we are the land of opportunities, land of opportunities. They're leading bogey. So greed, poison of greed. Pope Francis, just last month in fact, he was in Africa and he saw the exploitation of Republic of Congo and other African nations, and he said, this is a poison of greed, the exploitation by Europeans done in Africa. Mahatma Gandhi also had to say something similar. There is enough on this planet for everyone's needs, but not for everyone's greed. Need is okay, greed, not at all okay. The result of greed, you could see, another survey conducted. If everyone on the planet would live the high living, high standard, like those of Americans especially, or Europeans, then this world would need How many earths? 5 earths. Resources of 5 earths by present standard. If Americans go for higher standards and the world would like to imitate or follow that example, then maybe 7 earths, 10 earths would not be sufficient. There's no end to this greed business. I'm not the only one. This Stephen Hawking, professor, I think was a physicist, I think was. So he said, I'm not the only one who believe humans have to find a new planet to populate within 100 years. Time is ticking. The scientists are saying, sorry folks, okay, I had to stop. Sorry folks. So they were promising, and now they say, sorry, we can't deliver. Okay, I have to really run fast. Solutions. Yeah, the 151 countries, heads of states gather in Paris some years ago, and then they had adopted different resolutions because they wanted to save the earth and minimize the temperature of the earth. And long back they had created this United UNO. This is in New York. And so they have their United Nation. And Prabhupada said, this is what kind of United Nation? This is disunited nation. Number of flags is increasing. But here, ISKCON has a headquarters, Mayapur Dham Ki. Only one victory flag. Gauranga. Or Jai Pataka. The victory flag. Jai Pataka, that's a victory. Prabhupada gave that name. So one flag. Yeah, here you go. Ukrainians, Russians are fighting, but Ukrainian Hare Krishnas and Russian Hare Krishnas are doing Vancha Kalpa Tarubhyasya. So, okay, this is enough. Global, think globally, act. This is a policy that world needs to adopt. We all need to adopt that one. Isha Vasham Idam Sarvam principle is very much essential so that we stop this exploitation. Prabhupada was interviewed, why have you come to our country? This was interview in England. And Prabhupada said, your country, England, ruled over India for many generations. And in the span of that time, you took so much of our wealth to London. But you forgot to take our greatest wealth, our spiritual culture. I have come to give you freely what you forgot to take from us. Kalir Doshanidhe Rajan, Hare Krishna is the only solution. And giving policy has to be there, not taking. You could see the trees are giving fruits, rivers are giving water, cows are giving milk, and the human beings are expected to idam shariram. Paropkarai idam shariram. This human form of life is meant for paropkar, giving, sharing with others. following 4 regulative principles, stopping this sin is most essential. Prabhupada introduced, and it is being practiced globally, so it is possible to practice. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. In fact, what will protect us is dharma. If we practice dharma, then that dharma will protect us in return. Agrarian economy, organic farming is the way to go forward. Go green. Simple living, high thinking is very much essential. Yes, simple living? Simple living. The world is trying to do what? Simply living. That's one. Simply living. Or high living, in fact. Simply living is high living and low thinking or no thinking. That's why they say, just do it. Meaning, do not even think. Just do it. Land utilization looks nice, right? Yes? Does meat look that good? Chicken? This world is this Andapangunyai, lame man, blind man. East is blind. No. East is lame. West is blind. And they could help each other. Keep it simple, stupid. I was in America some time ago, and one group, one gentleman from that group, he approached me and said, Swamiji, we follow a new formula. I said, what is that formula? He said, KISS formula. I told him, no, we are sannyasis. KISS? No. He said, no, Swamiji, not that KISS. I said, what KISS? And he said, KISS refer to keep it simple, stupid. So these people of this world are stupid, becoming stupid. You heard of AAP or Aam Aadmi Party? And ISKCON is Aam Atma Party. I mean, we are not even just for human beings, but what about other beings? We are Aam Atma Party. Anyway, India government is very proudly getting involved. There's something called G20, 20 nations, leading nations economically. India has a chairmanship for this year, and then they're promoting this Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and the king is supposed to be representative. Ultimate solutions are also one scripture, one God, Krishna, one mantra, Hare Krishna, and one seva, that is Bhakti Yoga. Interfaith could be promoted. Yeah, chant your names of God if you think you have your names. ISKCON Rohini during World Holy Name Festival organized different faiths where groups were invited, and we had a good time. Interfaith chanting. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's gift, holy name, is the only way and only solution. As a result, there will be Param Vijayate. Nithai Gaur Premanande. Thank you.